Hey, welcome back everybody. Today's project we'll be doing a smart garage door opener using Alexa.
Today's project we'll be using the wemos D1 Mini along with a contact switch. It's normally open and normally closed connections are common here, normally closed and normally open. And then we have a MOSFET board, which we're going to use as a switch. You could also use a relay switch. This header is going to allow us to connect to the sensor and the switch easier. So that's what we're starting with.
Alright, just go over the wiring real quick. We have the wemos mini board ground connected to the limit switch on the garage, connected to the MOSFET board, and then we have pin D2 connected to the trigger MOSFET and D1 connected to the other side of the limit switch. And that's basically it. Alright, for this sketch we're going to go ahead and use the switch example from the Keiko Papa site again. We're going to copy that code and paste it in here. And before I forget, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel to see more code and more examples of the home automation with Alexa. And let me know what you'd like to see in the comments below. So now I'm opening the Hello Server example, and we're going to copy elements of this into our code for the garage door so that we can log into a web server that's located on the wemos board and go ahead and get the status of the garage door at any time we want. So now I'm copying in the server instantiation, and I'm going to copy the handle root and some other functions that we need in here. In the meantime, copy those in and look for the next thing in here. Yeah, so these are all just functions that handle the server part. We're going to copy those into our code here, clean it up a little bit. Copy in the handle client into the loop. And now we're going to go ahead and add our code for the server part. So this is the sensor code that's going to read the sensor. So I'm going to add a pound define for the sensor pin, which is pin 4, and some other pound defines for the switch down and up. So we're going to define those as, instead of using high and low, we're going to define them as down and up for the garage door. And in this section, I'm going to keep track of how long has been elapsed since the change. So if the last state is not equal to current state and it's been more than so many seconds, then we're going to print to the serial that the actual state is not equal to the last command. And then we're going to go ahead and set the state to the current state, whatever that state is, so that Alexa knows the current garage door state. And then you can just read that on the app, whether the switch is on or off. On meaning up or open, and off meaning down. And go ahead and set the last command to the actual state, so don't keep setting the power state on Alexa. And this is the automatic close feature. So if the elapsed time is greater than a certain amount of time, then it's going to head and the garage door is open, then we're going to go ahead and close the garage door at that point. And this is settable via a variable in the very top of the file. I have a tendency to leave my garage door open all night, so this is supposed to help me close it if it's already open. It's been open for a long time. And then I put a delay of 200 milliseconds in the loop. We're going to go ahead and try to compile and see if we have any errors. Actually, I'm fixing the parentheses here, I guess. Fixing some indentation. I'm going to substitute device ID here for the string, so whatever came from the Synric site for the device ID. And here I'm going to go ahead and save the file and then compile again. And got an error here. So we're going to go define LED in the very top of the file as the output pin for the LED that we're going to set. Just pin 2 in this case. Try to compile again. And I had lowercase LED instead of uppercase LED. Same thing here. In 2 other places I found the same error. And actual state is not declared. So I'm going to go ahead and declare that as an integer. Oh, it looks like I'm going to make it last command as global. And last open is also not declared, so we're going to define that as global. Set it to 0. And here's something else I forgot to define. Last change in seconds. And what else? Something else was not declared. Oh, max open time. Yeah, so I set that initially to 30 minutes. And then for testing later, I think I set it to 10 minutes. And my device ID is the variable that I said I was going to substitute here for my actual device ID. And then I'm going to go ahead and remove these extra devices that could be controlled in the same code, but I only have one device. So just a little bit of cleanup. And I think I had an extra quote or something there. And we got to compile. Perfect. So now I'm going to add the root page. So basically it's going to tell us whether the door is currently open or closed. And when, let's see, if it's open, then how long it's been open and how long before it's going to try to close itself. Yeah, so basically I'm adding the strings in here for closed instead of down, and then the same thing for up. Basically I'm defining a bunch of strings here to print to the web page whenever it's requested. Yeah, so from the hello world or hello server, it basically just says hello from ESB 8266. And so we're adding some extra text here for our garage door state and how long it's been open, if it's open.
Alright, as you can see, we're on top of the garage door here, and this is the garage door opener. I'm going to use the door hookup as the sensor to trip this little switch, and I think I'm going to try to hot glue it first. If that doesn't work, I'll epoxy it, but basically it's going to trip the switch, which I'll glue here. Alright, I don't know if you can see this, but here's my controller board and the wires that lead up to the garage door, and this is just going up here, and it connects to the same terminals as the switch for the garage door. These two right here, this top one and this bottom one. So you would unscrew those two screws and put the controller, this is going to be the leads from the MOSFET board, onto the garage door switch, and that's basically the setup. And you can see that I have a power plug up here for my 5-volt supply, and this leads down to the wemos board. So that's basically the setup. I hope this home automation project was interesting to you, even as simple as it was. Please feel free to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time. Thanks.